Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel once again. As I promised, today is Wednesday, and I am here to give you the report on the performance of our international players. I can tell you that Chelsea have added one goal, another goal to our goals on international duty, and also Robert Sanchez has finally seen some minutes from international duty. Out of the 6 games they have played in the Nations League, he has finally seen some minutes. And so I am here to give you all the breakdown of every single player and his performance on international duty. All right. Now, before I get there, I must say that just like in the olden days of Roman Abramovich, when every single good player was linked to Chelsea. You know, when Roman was forced out of Chelsea, I thought that those days will be far gone. But I think that they are not gone at all. They are still here with us because what I can see now is that every single player, every good player is linked to Chelsea, ranging from Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyökeres, Liam Delap, Mbomu, and many others are all linked to Chelsea. Now, when I heard the news of Mbomu being linked to Chelsea, I was very excited because Mbomu is one player I like so much. He's a player that can play in any position in the front three, behind the striker. And just like Pedro Neto, I think that he's a very good player. And so when I heard it's linked to Chelsea, I was so excited. I think that, as I said, on our left wing position, where MYKHAILO MUDRYK and Sancho plays, I think that that position is still up for grabs. Then where Noni Madueke plays, I told you that it's just a matter of time. Esteva William will be coming. And just like Neto has played his way into this team, I believe strongly that those positions are up for grabs. And so if Mbomo can be signed for Chelsea, I think to go a very long way to help Chelsea. All right, so those are some of the news that are coming from the camp of Chelsea. One other news is that Christopher Nkunku's agent has done some clearing of the air. I think that was very important. He has cleared the air that they are not seeking a move away from the club. And so, just as I said in one of my uploads, we were patient with Christopher Nkunku when he was injured. And so, Christopher Nkunku has to be patient with us now that he's fit. He has to play his way into the team, just like Neto has done. So, it is up to Christopher Nkunku to do the do. All right. So let's go straight forward to our report on international players. All right. So the first person on the list is Noni Madueke. They played their match on Sunday, and they won that game by 5-0 against Ireland. I must tell you that in this international duty, Noni Madueke has amassed 141 minutes. In this match, he played 75 minutes. In the first match of this November break, he played 66 minutes, and this one 75. And so that is 141 minutes. That is Noni Madueke. I must say also that out of the 6 games, it is only one game in which Noni Madueke didn't play. The first game against Ireland, England won that game by 2-0. That is the game in which he didn't play. Against Finland, which England won by 2-0 again, he played 24 minutes in that game. Against Greece, that is the only game they lost. He played again 39 minutes in that game. Then against Finland, again, he played 21 minutes. Then against Greece, away to Greece, they won that game by 3-0. He played 66 minutes. And then against Ireland, he played 75 minutes. All right, so he was so much involved. And I must tell you that England has topped their group in League B of Group 2. And so they have gained automatic qualification into League A. All right, so that is England, and Noni Madueke was so much involved in that success story. All right, now as I told you the other day, the two other English players, Cole Palmer and Levi Cowell, they withdrew from the international collab, and so they were not involved. All right, then also Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia was called up by Belgium, but then Romeo Lavia has been sent back to London. All right, in the first place, I thought that was not a good idea. Considering the injury record of Romeo Lavia, I think that he should have been given time, and it is good that they have noticed it, and they have sent back Romeo Lavia to Chelsea. And so Romeo Lavia was not involved in both their games. The first one, they lost against Italy by 1-0, and then the second one, they lost again by 1-0 against Israel. All right, he was not involved in those games. So I must say that Belgium has gained 4 points from 6 games. I think that is not good enough, and they have booked a spot in relegation playoff from League A. All right, so that is Belgium over there. Then the next person on the list, I told you the other day that Pedro Neto has also been given permission to go back to Chelsea. So we go straight to Renato Viega from Portugal. He played the full 90 minutes of their game against Croatia, and they drew that game by 1-1. All right. Now, Viega played 90 minutes and had 84 touches in that game. Pass accuracy was 96%. He made 4 clearances in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 1. Aerial duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 2. His game rating was 7.0 in that game. All right. Now, I can tell you that Portugal has also topped their group in League A, and they have gained 14 points from 6 games and a positive 8 goals from that. So that is Portugal. They have qualified for the championship playoff. All right. Then the next person on the list is João Felix. Now, João Felix in the first game in this November break, he played only 6 minutes in that game. But this time around, João Felix played the full 90 minutes of that game. And João Felix was the one who scored the first goal in that game. As I said earlier, they played out a 1-1 draw with Croatia. And João Felix is the one who scored the first goal in that game. He had a very good game, had a pass accuracy of 84%, had 52 touches in the game, made 3 key passes in that game, and then also had 3 shots on target, 1 shot off target, and he created 1 big chance in that game. All right, so that is João Felix. He did very well in that game. Then the next person we go to is Marc Cucurella from Spain. Now, Marc Cucurella was an unused sub in their game against Swaziland. Now, they won that game by 3-2. It was Spain 3, Switzerland 2. So, Spain won that game, and Marc Cucurella didn't play part in it. All right. Now, the next person on the list is Robert Sanchez. In fact, Robert Sanchez, Spain played 6 games in this Nations League. They've won 5. They've drawn 1. And Robert Sanchez did not see any minute until Monday when they won that game against Switzerland. He was brought on for the second half, and he played 45 minutes of that game. He had 2 saves in the game, and then he attempted 1 aerial duel and succeeded in it. Then also he had 1 save from the box. 1 save from the box. So that is Robert Sanchez. His game rating was 6.9. Pass accuracy was 92%. He actually attempted 13 passes and had 12 successful. So that is very good, 92%. Now, again, I can tell you that Spain has also topped their group, Group 4 in League A. They have topped that group. They have 16 points and a plus 9 goals from that group. All right, so they have also qualified for the championship playoff. All right. Then the next person on the list is MYKHAILO MUDRYK, who is with Ukraine. They won their game actually against Albania. And MUDRYK played 85 minutes of that game. His pass accuracy was 69%, and then he had 25 touches in that game. His game rating was 6.4, not too good. Then he made one key pass in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 9 and succeeded in 3. Then I can tell you that MYKHAILO MUDRYK also missed one very big chance in that game. All right, Ukraine placed second. They placed second in League B of Group 1. They placed second in League B of Group 1. They had 8 points, 0 goals. And they have qualified for the promotion playoff to League A. All right, so that is Ukraine. Then when we go to France, as I told you earlier, Wesley Fofana has withdrawn, and so if it's only Christopher NKUKU who is representing us there. France actually won their game by 3-1 against Italy. And Christopher NKUKU played the full 90 minutes of that game. He had 51 touches in that game, a pass accuracy of 97%, and a game rating of 7.1. Now, he made 1 tackle in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 5 and succeeded in 3. Then also, he had 1 shot on target. Then I can tell you that France also placed first in Group 2 of League A. All right, so they have qualified for the championship playoff. They had 13 points they had 13 points and 6 goals. 13 points and 6 goals from the 6 games that they have played. All right, so that is Christopher NKUKU over there. Then we go straight to South America, where we have Enzo Fernandez. Now, Enzo Fernandez once again played the full 90 minutes of their game. They won that game against Peru by 1-0. And I can tell you that Lionel Messi still had it. He's the one who assisted for the goal that Lautaro Martinez scored. That is the only goal that was scored in the game. And Lionel Messi was the one who provided the assist. Then Enzo Fernandez put together a whooping 148 touches in that game. I don't know how this guy is putting these numbers together when he goes on international duty, but he's doing very well. His passes, he attempted 135 passes and succeeded in 128, and 95% pass accuracy. His game rating was 7.8. Then he made 2 key passes in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 11 and succeeded in 3. Aerial duels, he attempted in 1 and succeeded in 8. He made 2 interceptions in the game and also 2 tackles in that game. So he was an all-round player in that game. That is very good for him. Then the next person we go straight to is MYKHAILO. As I told you earlier in the first upload of International Report, MYKHAILO was not involved in their first game, but this time around, he played a full 90 minutes of the game. And they won their game against Colombia by 1-0. And he had 62 touches in that game. Game rating was 7.2. So when I say a 7 and above, then you should know that that is a good performance for a player in that game. Then also he had 7 tackles. 7 tackles in that game. He attempted 12 ground duels and succeeded in 9. That is very good for MYKHAILO. All right. Then the other player I've been reporting on from Ecuador is the Chelsea on loan player who is KENDRY PAEZ. This time around, he was an unused sub. He was on the bench. He wasn't used. Then we come to Africa, where we have only one representative in Nicolas Jackson. And this time around, Nicolas Jackson, they played against Burundi. They won that game by 2-0. And Nicolas Jackson was on the bench. He was an unused sub on the bench. Sometimes it is good that our players play on international duty, but I must tell you that when I see them on the bench, sometimes I'm happy because they will be fit and return to our club to perform for us. So that is Nicolas Jackson. He wasn't used in that game. They won it. All right. Then the next person on the list is another lone player from Chelsea. He is at Palmeiras, and that is Esteval William. They drew their game, actually. The first game, they drew it by 1-1 against Venezuela. This one also, they drew it by 1-1 against Uruguay. Now, Esteval William came on as a sub and played 17 minutes of the game. He had 18 touches, and his pass accuracy was 78%. But then he had one shot off target in that game. Didn't have much to say concerning that game. All right. Then the next person on the list is our under-21 call-up of Cesar Casadei, Italy under-21. The first game I reported to you, they drew 2-2 against France under-21. This time also, they drew 2-2 against Ukraine under-21. And Cesar Casadei played 74 minutes of that game. He had 46 touches. Pass accuracy was 90%. Now, I can also tell you that he missed one very big chance in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 6 and succeeded in 4. He had 2 shots on target in that game. Then the next person on the list is our under-19 player, MYKHAILO, who is called up to the Spain under-19 team. He has also played the full 90 minutes of that game. Spain won that game by 1-0 against Austria under-19. Then the next person is our goalkeeper, Lukas Bengtström, who is with Finland. Now, they lost their game, actually, against Norway. They lost by 2-1, and Bengtström played the full 90 minutes of that game. So that is how our players perform on international duty. The Premier League is back, and we are excited. I will be coming here tomorrow or Friday with the preview of our match against Leicester. I think this is the time that we have to put points together and cement that 3rd or 4th position on the log. So I will be here with you through and through, and I hope that those of you who are new, you have already subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell and the like button. As I've been saying, the like button will go a very long way in pushing this channel forward. So please hit it for me. It will not cost you anything at all. Please hit it for me. Also, share the link for more of Chelsea family members to get access to this news. Till I see you for the preview. Bye for now.